Hello everyone. Today, I would like to explain some common pronunciation challenges in English, especially related to minimal pairs. I will also share how my first language influences the way I pronounce certain sounds. First, b, b, b. Initial position, pat, bed, pat, bed. Final position, mop, mom, mop, mom. F, v, f, v. Fan, van, fan, van. Leaf, 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 leaf. S, z, s, z. Sip, zip, sip, zip. Bus, buzz, bus, buzz. Ch, j, ch, j. Chin, gin, chin, gin. Match, bench, match, batch. G, 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 g. Coat, goat, goat, goat. Back, 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 back. The, 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 the. Ten, then, ten, then. Bath, belt, bath, bait. The, 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 the. Tan, then, tan, then. Bat, 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 bat. Sh, j, sh, j. Ship, genre, ship, genre. Rush, rouge, rush, rouge. All, R, all, R. Light, right, light, right. Heel, here, heel, here. Okay. B, b. In my first language, we usually pronounce the sounds b or b at the end of a word as a p. For example, the word adab is often pronounced as adab. Because of this, I sometimes find it difficult to pronounce the b sound clearly at the end of English words. This causes confusion between words like pop, meaning alat pel, and mob, meaning gerombolan. Second is f and v. In our first language, the v sound does not exist naturally. We usually pronounce v as v. Pardon? We usually pronounce v as f. As a result, it can be difficult to distinguish between fan, meaning kipas angin, and van, meaning mobile fan. If I do not produce the voicing properly, listeners might misunderstand which word I mean. Second, and the third is s and z. In the first language, the difference between the s and z is sometimes unclear. We tend to pronounce both as s because of this word like sep, meaning menyeruput, and zep, meaning resleting. Can sound almost the same when I speak. Practicing this voice z sound helps me avoid this mistake. Fourth is ch and j. In my first language, we are more familiar with ch sound, but the j sound is less common. Therefore, I sometimes confuse chin, meaning dagu, with gin, meaning minuman beralkohol. It is important to pronounce the voice j sound clearly to avoid changing the meaning. Fifth is k and g. In my first language, we usually have the k sound clearly, but the voice g is sound often softer. Because of this, I sometimes pronounce coat, meaning mantel, and goat, meaning kambing, similarly. Practicing the voice g sound helps me make the meaning clearer. Sixth is t and g. In my first language, there is no t or the sounds. We usually replace them with t and d. It makes it difficult to pronounce tin, meaning tipis, and then, meaning kemudian, correctly. If I mispronounce them, it can confuse the listener about the meaning. 7 is t and d. In my first language, we are familiar with t and d sounds, but the difference in aspiration and voicing in English is stronger. For example, 10, meaning angka 10, and then, meaning sarang, must be pronounced carefully, otherwise it can cause misunderstanding. 8 is sh and j. In my first language, the j sound is rare. Therefore, it is challenging to pronounce ship, meaning kapal, and genre, meaning jenis karya seni, differently. I need to focus on voicing when pronouncing j to make the sounds more clearer. 9 is al and r. In my first language, the al and r sounds are sometimes mixed. Because of that, I find it difficult to distinguish words like light, meaning cahaya, and right, meaning benar, or arah kanan. Practicing tongue placement helps me improve the pronunciation between these two important sounds. And then I'm gonna read the projects number 2 is pronounce this tongue twist. First, a good cook could cook as much cookies as good cook who could cook cookies. Once again, a good cook could cook as much cookies as a good cook who could cook cookies. Second is charming judges cheerfully jump and joke. once again. Charming judges cheerfully jump and joke. And lastly, silly zebras shared shoes and sang soft songs. One more. Silly zebras shared shoes and sang soft songs. Thank you for listening. I hope my explanation helps to show how important it is to pronounce English minimal pairs correctly. With practice, I believe we can improve our pronunciation and communication skills. Thank you. Bye bye.